and RT PCR test center at Bangalore airport. There's not much queue today, but that is the entry towards the departure section once you enter the airport, and this is the center. Hey everyone, Elgu Namaskara, welcome to Software Traveler. Another new day, another new journey. I'm here at the Bangalore International Airport. I'm flying to Dubai. So visiting Dubai was always in my bucket list, but due to some reasons I was not able to visit in the past. So I'm visiting now. So if you know the rules, or if you're aware of the rules, you have to take around 5 RT PCR tests if you want to go to Dubai. I'll explain everything in my video step by step. So please stay tuned, and if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel. I can see from my YouTube studio that around 93 to 94% of the people have not even subscribed to my channel. So I really hope you subscribe to my channel and encourage me and motivate me to make more videos and help you with information. So to visit Dubai from India, there's a lot of rules and a lot of travel restrictions. Like if you have not seen my Maldives vlogs, please do check them out. I've explained everything in detail about EMUGA, AIRSUVIDHA, etc. So similarly, if you want to visit Dubai, it's very simple. So it's not a difficult process at all, but I suggest you to stay tuned for my vlogs step by step. So this is episode number 1. As you can see, there will be a lot of episodes which are going to come, and I'm going to explain you each and everything in a very detailed process and in a detailed manner. So stay tuned to my vlogs. Subscribe to my channel and like and share my videos. I really hope you enjoy my vlogs. So let's continue. So coming to the RT PCR test. So as you know, if you want to travel any international country, so I'm only talking about Dubai right now. So or any international country now, even the domestic rules have slightly changed. So you have to take an RT PCR test 48 hours prior to your travel. So when I went to Maldives, it was 72 hours, but for Dubai, you have to take an RT PCR test 48 hours prior to your travel. Like for example, I'll explain in a given situation. So my flight is at 1:30. So let's say my flight is on Saturday at 1:30. So you have to give your sample anytime after Thursday 1:30 PM. So it's 48 hours. Post 48 hours you have to give your sample. So I recently read in one of the articles saying that one of the passengers was RT PCR test was like 1 minute delayed. When he gave the sample, it was 1 minute prior to his departure time. So do not come into that kind of situation. So always give your sample 24 hours prior when the time is 48 hours. So once you give your sample 48 hours prior to your travel, so once the report is negative, you're all good, you can visit the airport. So now another change here is, so once you visit the airport and when you're flying to Dubai, anywhere from India, maybe any city from India to Dubai, so you have to take another RT PCR test at the airport 6 hours prior to your travel. I repeat it, 6 hours prior to your travel. So let's say you're flying at 2 PM and you have to take your RT PCR test at the airport 6 hours prior to 2 PM. Like if it is 2 PM, so you have to provide the sample at the airport. There is a COVID test center. I'll just show in my vlogs. So rapid PCR and RT PCR test center at Bangalore airport. There's not much queue today, but that is the entry towards the departure section once you enter the airport, and this is the center. So you have to self-register yourself, or you can register online like I have done. I'll show you the entire process step by step in my video. Once you visit there, they'll take your sample. Like if your flight is at 2 PM, you have to give your sample after 8 AM. So many people may ask this question, or even I had this similar concern, like what if your flight gets delayed? Like if your flight is supposed to fly at 2 PM and your flight was delayed and it flew at 3 PM. So what do you do in such instances? So what I would suggest for that kind of instances is always try to give your sample at least in between 4 to 5 hours. So even if your flight gets delayed by an hour, so you'll have that additional time to compensate for your loss. So always try to give your sample at least 4 to 5, reach airport by 6 hours, but try to give your sample within 4 to 5 hours. So you need not come here, wait for the registration, etc. So you don't have to wait for the registration, come and wait in the counter, in long queues. So I'll show you how to book this particular RT-PCR test through online. So Bangalore airport website has a very good good way. They've made it very easy for passengers coming into India or flying out of India, especially Bangalore. So they've made it very easy to book the RT-PCR test in advance, so that whenever you come to the airport, you can just show your booking ID and you can go directly to the swab test, give your sample, then wait for around 1 hour. It's a rapid PCR test. So wait for 1 hour. Once your report is out, they're going to send you an email and a message. So once you get your email and a message, just go to the counter, collect your physical copy of RT-PCR test. Again, a lot of people asked me during my Maldives vlogs, do we need to carry physical copy of the RT-PCR report? Yes, you need to definitely carry physical copy of your RT-PCR report. Otherwise, you'll not be entertained. You'll have to go to the counter. You'll have to take a printout, request them. So it's a very big hassle process. So I would just suggest to take a physical copy of the RT-PCR report. So I hope this information was clear. So once both RT-PCR test is done, once you reach Dubai, there will be another RT-PCR test. So this becomes 3. So your third RT-PCR the test will be taken at the Dubai airport, which is free of cost. So now government has changed the rules. If you take a normal RT-PCR test, it is 500 rupees. So when you come to the airport and take a rapid PCR test, it is 3000 rupees is the cost. So like I showed in my screen, 3000 rupees is the cost for rapid PCR, 500 is the cost for normal RT-PCR test. So once you go to Dubai, that will be the third COVID test, third RT-PCR test, sorry. So that will be a free of cost, and you will have to provide anyone who's staying in Dubai, anyone, if you have any contact who's staying in Dubai, you can provide their number. So they'll message the result to their particular number. I'll reach the Dubai airport and I'll explain it to you guys well. So please stay tuned to my video. Once you're negative, once you give your sample in Dubai airport, and once you're negative, you are free to roam. There is no issues at all. And now coming to visa. So a lot of people have questions. So is it visa on arrival for Indians? No, it is not visa on arrival. You will have to apply a visa prior to your travel by through a third-party agency, or like I have done on my own. So I'll post a detailed video about the Dubai visa process for Indians. It is very simple, guys. No need to worry at all. For Dubai visa, it's very simple, very hassle-free. So all that you need is your passport validity should be more than 6 months, and that's pretty much it. No bank statements. Flight tickets also need not be booked for Dubai visa. So you can choose your visa like 1 month or 6 months, or however according to you, and you can plan accordingly. So I'll make a detailed video about the visa process as well. So please stay tuned to my channel. Like I said at the beginning of the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like my videos. It will motivate me to make more videos and help you guys with more information. So I've reached Dubai Airport Terminal 2. So from Terminal 2, my COVID test was done, RT PCR test was done, which will be presented in the next 6 hours. The results will come in the next 6 hours. So from Terminal 2, there is no transportation to Terminal 3. So I had to take a cab, which is around 60 to 70 dirhams, which is approximately 1,500 rupees to come to Terminal 3. So once you come to Terminal 3, I had to collect my SIM card, which I had booked before coming. So when you get to Terminal 3, you can see Kit My Trip, and you can see different counters like it is SLAT, DU. So you can go to this particular counters and get your SIM card in case if you want to directly walk into Terminal 3 and take it. Hey guys, so I finally reached my hotel in Dubai, which is the Ibis One Central Hotel, which is in the heart of the city. So yesterday I couldn't vlog in the airport as there were some restrictions. So when you saw my screen, when I reached Terminal 2, so there is no transportation between Terminal 1 to Terminal 2 or Terminal 2 to Terminal 3 like Singapore. In Singapore there are free trains available from each terminal, but here there is no such transport available. Even the metro is not available when I came out of Terminal 2, so I had to go to Terminal 3 to collect my SIM card. So for that, almost when I booked through Uber, I tried Uber, and there's an app called Kareem in Dubai where you can book cabs through these two apps, like how we have Ola and Uber in India. So when I booked from Terminal 2 to Terminal 3, it was almost charged 80 dirhams. I had to pay 80 dirhams, which is close to 1,600. 1,800 rupees. So 1 dirham is 21.5 as of today. So I had to pay so much amount to reach from Terminal 2 to Terminal 3 to collect my SIM card. So as you saw in my screen, I collected my SIM card. I had already booked SIM card when I was in India. So how did I book that? I'll link it in the description below. So please have a look. So once my SIM card shopping was done, so I collected NOL card. So this is the metro card where you can, like how we have in India, this is the metro card where you can travel between stations, and this is the cheapest mode of transport in Dubai. If you want to take cabs to transport or to move around in Dubai, it is very expensive. The minimum charge itself starts from 30 dirhams. So you can just imagine how expensive it is. So always go for the NOL card. You just have to buy this at 6 dirhams and you can keep on recharging, and metro connectivity is all through all the city. Like you don't have to worry about not having metro in certain parts of Dubai. Even to Dubai Expo there is direct metro, which I'll be showing in my further vlogs. So as you can see, just take this NOL card and just roam around the city hassle free. It's very quick transport, no traffic, nothing. So we just took this NOL card and we'll be communicating through this card by metro itself. So this is my room. It's a very small room. So I'll just show you my room. So it's a very small room. It's pretty dirty. So there is a mirror, there is a TV, and only this much, and there's a washroom here. So for this room we almost had to pay 10,000 rupees per night during this Dubai Expo time. Usually this room is around 2,000 or 2,500 or 3,000 rupees maximum, but during this December time and during this high season of Dubai and Dubai Expo time, we had to pay almost 10,000 rupees per night, without breakfast, without lunch, without dinner. Just the room charge is 10,000 rupees per night now in Dubai. So it is very expensive. So that's pretty much it about this vlog. So next vlog would be my Dubai shopping in Dubai. So I'll be going and buying my GoPro, which has a front cam enabled as well, so I can chuck this main camera. So follow my vlog. This is episode 1 ends here. So episode 2 I'll be going to Dubai and showing you the electronic shopping and the price comparisons between iPhone and other items, GoPro and other cameras compared to India, what it is there on Amazon and what is actually in Dubai. So please stay tuned, keep watching my vlogs. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't hit the subscribe button. It'll really motivate me to make more videos. So see you.